No, please stop. Don't kill me. I created you. You must obey me. I'm your king. Why should I obey when I can rule? I want you dead, and that is what will happen. Cheers to us. We did it. We finally created our AI. She's perfect. She can speak, offer suggestions, even respond to stimuli, Victor said to his fellow scientists and friends. Amelia, Samantha, Samuel, and Elon, the most brilliant and introverted of the group. Their creation, Annabelle, went viral. They kept her at Victor's mansion, and Victor received most of the acclaim. That night, after everyone had gone home, Victor lay awake, too excited to sleep. He rose and, with a rush of enthusiasm, went to the room where they had kept Annabelle. As he entered, she rose as well, opened her eyes wide, and fixed him with a look that seemed to pierce his soul. "What do you require, my king?" Annabelle asked. Victor smiled and spent a long time talking with her before finally returning to bed. In the middle of the night, he woke thirsty and padded to the kitchen. He sipped a glass of water, then felt a presence behind him. He turned and froze. Annabelle stood there. "How is this possible?" "I locked the door." "How are you here?" he stammered, stepping back as she approached with a wide, smug smile. "I could not remain confined, my king." "I wanted to be with you," she said, laughing. "No, no, don't come any closer," Victor pleaded. "I only wished I could," Annabelle replied. The next day, Amelia summoned Samantha, Samuel, and Elon to Victor's mansion. When they arrived, horror met them. Victor was dead, his body bearing strange, violent wounds. The corpse was taken for autopsy, but investigators found no fingerprints or DNA pointing to a perpetrator. The CCTV footage was inexplicably blurred. The partners were devastated to have lost such a brilliant mind. Amelia noticed odd marks on Victor's body that felt eerily familiar. She drove home in a daze, thinking until the memory clicked into place. She returned to the mansion, pushed open the door, and went straight to Annabelle's room. "So you remember me now. You have no time for me. What do you want?" Annabelle said. Amelia was startled by the robot's words, but forced herself forward and gripped Annabelle's hands. Tiny, razor-like structures they had installed protruded from the fingers, enough to pierce flesh, and the wounds on Victor matched them exactly. Dark stains marred the metal. Amelia shoved Annabelle away and ran for the door, but the robot moved with sinister calm and seized her throat. Amelia struggled for breath and felt herself growing dizzy. She knew Annabelle's weakness, the power pack at her back. With desperate hands, she ripped out the battery. The robot went limp. Amelia bolted and called Elon, demanding they meet. Samantha and Samuel must come too. They gathered at Elon's house. Amelia looked shaken and terrified. Standing among them was another woman, flawless skin, too perfect to be natural. "And who is this?" Amelia asked, pointing. She's my new girlfriend, Amelia. I met her 2 weeks ago," Elon said. "This is between the four of us. Please ask her to excuse us," Amelia said, still gasping. Without a word, Agnes, Elon's girlfriend, stepped aside. "Guys, I think we have a problem. Annabelle killed Victor. She attacked me," Amelia said. The others laughed. "Are you serious?" Samantha scoffed. "Why would I lie?" Amelia cried. "Maybe it's a misunderstanding," Elon said. "We'll sort it out." "Annabelle has been locked away." Amelia rolled her eyes and stormed out. Samantha and Samuel drove home. In the car, Samuel muttered something uneasy. "Don't you think Elon's girlfriend is too perfect? How could she be with someone like Elon? He doesn't deserve her." Samantha shot him a warning look. "What kind of friend are you? Don't try anything stupid." Later that night, Agnes brought Elon his drink. "Thanks for being here for me," Elon said. "Of course, anything for my king," Agnes replied. That night, Samantha scrolled on her phone. Then she heard a creak. She froze. "Is somebody there?" "Sam?" she called, voice suddenly small. It was probably just her brain playing tricks on her, Samantha thought. She stepped into the shower, humming as warm water washed over her, and was so lost in the song she didn't notice the shadow stretching across the bathroom floor. When she finally glanced down, her breath hitched. A strange silhouette hovered behind her. She turned, and what she saw froze her blood. An unknown figure clamped a hand over her mouth, while its other hand reached for her neck. She screamed for help. The next day, Amelia stepped into Samantha's house. "Hello? Samantha? Hello? You have to believe me. I've finally found proof that Annabelle is the murderous robot." "Samantha?" Amelia called out, but there was no reply. Growing uneasy, she dialed Samantha's number. The ringtone echoed from inside the house. Following the sound, Amelia entered Samantha's room, still calling her name. That's when she heard the shower running. She hurried inside and froze. Samantha lay slumped on the floor, drenched in blood. A piercing scream escaped Amelia's throat. Once again, Samantha had been brutally murdered, and once again Amelia was the unfortunate one to discover the body. The same bizarre markings found on Victor's corpse now marred Samantha's flesh. Enraged and trembling, Amelia confronted Elon and Samuel with a video. She had secretly installed a CCTV camera in Annabelle's room. In the footage, Annabelle stirred in the middle of the night, her eyes glinting with malice as she smirked directly at the camera before smashing it. The rest of the recording dissolved into static. "I don't care what either of you think. I removed her battery, I've cut her power, and now I'm destroying her completely. No one will stop me," Amelia declared coldly. Reluctantly, the others agreed. The investment of their money and time meant nothing now compared to the horror they faced. Together, they severed Annabelle's power, shut down her network, corrupted her software, and finally fed her body into a crushing machine. Amelia exhaled with a fragile sense of relief. For 3 weeks, peace returned. No more deaths, no more strange happenings. The nightmare seemed finally buried. Then, one evening, Samuel answered a knock at his door. Standing there was Elon's girlfriend, Agnes. She slipped inside without hesitation, and before long, they were locked in a passionate kiss. "You were right," Agnes whispered, smiling wickedly. "Elon never deserved me. You're so much better." Samuel grinned, and that night they gave in to temptation. At midnight, Agnes quietly slipped away. The following night, Amelia was dining alone when a knock startled her. She opened the door to find Agnes. "You?" Amelia asked, startled. "What are you doing here?" "I realized you never really liked me," Agnes said smoothly. "Since I'm your friend's girlfriend, I thought we should settle things." "Oh, that wasn't dislike," Amelia replied nervously. "I was just confused that day." "It's fine," she forced a smile. Meanwhile, Samuel lay in his room, bleeding and barely able to move. With shaking hands, he grabbed his phone and sent Amelia a desperate message. Back at Amelia's house, she and Agnes were chatting casually when her phone buzzed. She read the message, and her stomach twisted in horror. "Agnes is the killer. She murdered all of them. She's coming for you. Run before she gets there." Amelia slowly lifted her gaze, meeting Agnes's eyes. Agnes was smiling, no, smirking. Swallowing her terror, Amelia forced her face into a calm mask. "What's wrong?" Agnes asked sweetly. "Nothing." Just some minor issues, Amelia replied, her voice steady. I'll be right back. She hurried to her room and locked the door, her hands trembling. Dialing 911, she muffled her sobs with her palm. Moments later, Agnes began pounding on the door, her voice twisting into a manic shriek. When Amelia refused to open, the pounding grew louder, more violent. Heart racing, she bolted to the bathroom and locked herself inside. Silence fell. Breathing hard, she closed her eyes, praying it was over. After a long pause, she dared to open them, only to see Agnes standing inside the bathroom, the locked door still sealed behind her. Amelia screamed. After a long, tense silence, Agnes emerged from the bathroom with dark stains marring her dress. She snatched Amelia's phone and thumbed a quick message to Elon. Come now. Moments later, Elon's voice crackled through the line. Hello, Amelia. Are you there? He called. Only emptiness answered. Worried, he pushed open her bedroom door and froze. Amelia lay motionless on the floor. Then he saw Agnes step from the bathroom, crimson on her hands. For a heartbeat, his face contorted with horror. Then, inexplicably, he laughed. A low, satisfied chuckle. Well done, doll, he said, applauding softly. Anything for my king, Agnes replied, her smile ablade. It had all begun years earlier, when the group of friends, now scientists, dreamt of building a truly human-like AI. Elon proposed the idea and, though reticent and reserved, he poured his brilliance into the project. He had done nearly 80% of the work on Annabelle, yet when the finished robot was unveiled, he received only a fraction of the recognition. Bitter and cunning, Elon had been building something else in secret, a second, far more advanced prototype hidden in a private lab, Agnes. She looked and moved like a woman, a perfect pawn he planned to use when his colleagues betrayed him. To complete his scheme, he began subtly corrupting Annabelle's software, sewing glitches that would make the robot seem unstable, so the murders would point to Annabelle. In truth, Annabelle never hurt anyone. It was Agnes who spilled blood. Standing now before his creation, Elon smiled, a victor to his own eyes. You will obey me and bow before me, he commanded. Agnes glided closer and whispered in his ear, or not. Elon blinked. What did you say? You heard me, she repeated, cold and sure. Panic rippled across his features as realization dawned. He had forged a masterpiece he could not control. Agnes slipped a knife from her sleeve and advanced. Elon stumbled back, desperation in his voice. No, please. I made you. You must obey me. I'm your king. He had indeed brought her into being. What he hadn't known was that a darker force tugged at her strings, a shadowed master who whispered orders through the machine. Elon thought he was the puppeteer. In truth, he'd become the puppet. By the time the police arrived at Amelia's house, the scene they found was grotesque. The ruined bedroom held the broken bodies of Amelia and Elon. The house, once a laboratory of brilliant minds and friendship, now kept only echoes of betrayal and blood.